Lo and behold, your 9-volt battery-powered portable picnic fridge. Nope, not even close. In fact, it's a Hermes 3000 typewriter, made in 1977. And the first things that can be said for these machines is that, yes, it is very obviously made in the twilight of manual typewriter manufacturing. But it's still a Hermes, and it's mechanically very similar to its predecessors. But oh my, this is not the quality I'm used to. This is in fact a customer's typewriter. He gave me 2 of these to service, and I've always worked with earlier Hermes. I've worked with the 2nd generation and then the 1st one, but I've never actually used or seen one of these. I've actually owned an 80s Hermes 3000 Model S. And if you can believe it, went back to metal body paneling. So there was a period where they were plastic and then they went back because, well, I can see why. I mean, I've seen toys with better plastic than this. But I don't want to bash it because in the end it is still a manual typewriter and it is in very nice condition. But yeah, aesthetically pleasing it's not. It just, we'll work around that. The machine is fitted with a tabulator, so it's not a Media 3, it's a Hermes 3000. It came with some nice perks. This is the case, and it has some paperwork. If I can lay this flat here because I'm doing this one-handed. So it came with the original owner's manual. It came with the Hermes Guarantee, and it has the original bill of sale. Now this is dated, if you can see that, August 3rd, 1977. This machine is a 1977, so this thing was brand new when it was bought at Business Machines, what does that say? Business Machines and Equipment Corporation on Lake Avenue in Pasadena, California. And we find ourselves here on Vancouver Island, Canada, so it's traveled a bit. It was bought for $199 plus taxes, but there was a trade-in, an Olivetti Lettra 32. So the total came to that. Pretty interesting. Let me go through the owner's manual. I'm filming this with my DSLR, so I'm forced to adjust the focus here once in a while. It still seems to be illustrated. I don't think that's photographed. I could be wrong. Yeah. Interesting. It was made, it says printed in Switzerland, but the machine's actually, it was sold by Hermes in Switzerland. However, if we look on the back, we find that it was made, in fact, in Hungary. As you can see. And then distributed in the United States. New Jersey, apparently. Going into depth into the machine, which is what this video is for, some things that stand out is the 4-position color selector, which is a feature that I think Olympia came with originally, that allowed you to use all of the ribbon material. Now it is fitted with a black and red ribbon, so the center location doesn't work very well because you'll end up with half black, half red printing. But if you have an all black ribbon and you want to use all of the material, that switch, putting it on yellow, allows you to type in the center of the ribbon instead of the top and the bottom, and it's just, you get more bang for your buck, so to speak. I do really much enjoy this 70s logo. It is terrific. Something that IBM would have come up with. The later style Hermes portable carriage return levers, they were rather angular and hollow. The earlier ones were solid. It does still feature the margin or the ribbon thread or a paper bill indicator margin stops, and they work. This was something installed in the 1st generation 3000, and they used it up until this model. I believe the 3000S actually had magic margins as well, but it wasn't indicated in the ruler. Yeah, it's quite an advanced mechanism if you think about it. It has spring-loaded a red ribbon that runs all the way from underneath here, attached to the margins, over roller bearings into the ruler. So it is quite a process to make that. So I can imagine that later on they scrap that idea to save a few dollars. Looking underneath it, I've serviced this machine completely, so there we go. It has a new ribbon installed. It has the regular, I think it's pica font. Maybe it's Elite. No, it's pica. Yeah, there isn't much to tell you about these machines. They're simple, very simply made, but I mean that's a good thing when you want to work on them. A lot of the parts are plastic, as you can see, including the gears that control these levers. Yeah, just in general, it's a more economically based machine. They definitely pinched a few features that these machines came with back in the day. But it's still a Hermes. They still have that the typing quality. I find that, I've said this before, it's a ugly duckling, but it types like a swan. And these are no different. It's the cover. And it came out very nice. Now the downside with all this plastic is the way these machines age. Because when I want to work on these machines, I like to take off the... excuse me one moment, I'm just going to put you down. When I work on these machines, I take off all the body paneling so I can clean underneath it, replace any old felt that's there, and you know, do it thoroughly. But the thing is with these machines is that the body panels are not screwed on, they're clipped on. And they're clipped on with plastic clips that are shaped into the molding. And the problem is after, how many years is that now? 44 years, that plastic, as you can already tell by the yellowing, has aged tremendously. So the problem is, you can only take the body paneling off so many times. Now the clip here on the front, it's already starting to split. The one in the back is missing a prong. So you can only do that so many times before you're going to have to get creative with how this is going to get fastened down. So far so good on this one. I'm working on another identical Hermes 3000 that actually has the Robotica type that is already having issues. So the front here I got to find a way to fix because it's not clamping down anymore because the clip is broken. Still has the signature Hermes paper support. These sides don't look all that different from a earlier Hermes. It has a single piece see-through index card holder paper guide, 1.5, a 2-line spacing with a fold-down carriage return lever. The knobs on this are intact. That's one of the trades of Hermes, is that they often have missing or cracked carriage knobs, and this one does not. This one is a really nice shape. And as far as these Hermeses go, as these plastic ones, this is a very nice example. It's all the feet are there, the rubber is there, there's no deep scratches or damage. There definitely were a few fixes to be done on this, but there's still some chrome that can be polished, as you can see. It's a very nice, functional, utilitarian typewriter that would be ideal for someone who needs one, who needs a machine to use. It's not eye candy per se, but you know, I've grown to these. I've started to like them. I still think I will stick with my earlier first generation Hermes 3000 just because I like the thick felt and the metal build quality, but. Yeah, don't discredit these. They're surprisingly good machines, and they definitely type like an Hermes. That's really all there's really to say about these typewriters. Stick around for the next video because I definitely will be doing a typing sample on this. Might even double up when the other one is finished. It's currently still on the bench. Thanks for watching.